Budget deal is searching for a few more votes before it can pass both houses of the legislature. For the first time in nearly 50 years, the Minnesota House is tied 67 to 67, and in the Minnesota Senate, the DFL has a one-seat majority, 34 to 33. We will hear from DFL House Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman in just a few minutes, but we want to start with the GOP House Speaker Lisa Demuth. Thank you so much. We appreciate your coming in.
Good morning, Esme. Good to be with you.
I know you've been burning the oil at both ends, but let me ask you, will there be a special session?
Right now, we are really working hard to get our work done, but as it looks, there will be a very short special session to finish up the last few things that need to be done.
Okay, and there's work that has to be done in terms of the revisor and just getting the bills done. In 2019, there was something similar where there was a short session scheduled and it was over in one day. Do you see it being something like that?
I think that could be a possibility this year. There should be just a little bit left to get done. We're back on the House floor both today and tomorrow up until midnight on Monday night, getting all of the work through. And I think it should be a pretty short special session.
One of the most divisive issues is the free health insurance, for undocumented residents, something that you have expressed concern about. We do have a graphic up here that shows the original projection, 5,700. This is back in 2003 when this was passed. So far this year, more than 20,000. That was your main point.
It really was. And we want to make sure that people that are here can get health care as they need it. So that is taking place. What this actually affects is when we are providing health care for those that are undocumented here at full taxpayer expense. The projection in 23 was for about 5,700 people. That program total. Yeah. That program just started January 1st. And so from January 1st of 2025 until April 24th of 2025. So just those short months, we are already at over 20,000 people. The expanse and the extension of the amount that is being paid by Minnesota taxpayers has exploded. So in our compromise, as we were working with the leaders, all leaders and the governor to come up with a compromise, the idea is to sunset that or to stop the undocumented insurance at the end of this year. So January 1st, 2026, but keeping children on. Those children that are here that are undocumented, we will keep those on the program. So it's a true compromise. Very difficult, but again, people that are here undocumented can get health care if they need it. This is just how it's being paid for. They can purchase health insurance on the private market if they choose to on their own.
You and Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman have done a masterful job of keeping your caucuses together. Do you have the votes to actually pass this budget agreement?
Now, in the tied House right now, it takes 68 votes to pass any bill, and we recognize that. Each of our caucuses have 67. So this is going to need to be a bipartisan vote, however that looks. I know I have support in my caucus for this and many other things, but we do have to work in a bipartisan fashion to get anything through, and we've already proven that we can do that.
And that's one thing I heard in your remarks, that you talked about how great the compromise was, and the fact that compromise is often considered a dirty word by some politicians. You
know, compromise takes a lot. And so when we walk away from a negotiating table, whatever the topic is, we know that not everyone has gotten what they want out of it. But that's what a true compromise is, understanding the perspective of the issue at hand, understanding those that are opposed and those that are for it, and then finding out how we can best come together. The undocumented insurance piece is a very difficult one, but we've proven that we can come together.
All right, there are some other things that some Republicans really wanted, is a curb to the paid sick and safe leave and family leave. These are two bills that are going in January 1st, 2026. These are enormous bills that will affect every worker in the state, even if you already have that through your employer. You didn't get much change there.
We didn't, and that was one where we walked away from that negotiating table very disappointed. Paid family medical leave is something that employees need to be able to take the time off from work if it's to care for a loved one or the birth or adoption of a child. But the way it is set up right now, we could have employees taking off up to 20 weeks. There's a tax on all employers that they can pass half off to their employees, but it's unsustainable the way that that is set up right now. We wanted some changes. We got a very minor change.
Okay. But you did cut, what do you estimate to be $5 billion?
We did. Overall, looking at the whole spending going from last biennium to this biennium, the global targets that are out there for spending this year are a record cut. We saw record spending in our state over the last 2 years. This is $5 billion cut off of the total as we're looking forward. So I think this is a good compromise. One of the other things that's a hot button is the UI, or uninsurance,
for part-time workers.
For part-time workers at schools, yes. And that we have a sunset in the education bill so far. Yeah. That has to make its way through conference committee to know where we're going to land.
All right. Well, Speaker Demuth, thank you so much. We really appreciate your coming in.
Thank you very much.